Welcome back to Afterlife. It's episode 34. I just spent the night making another big trip back to gather resources. I'm really down to one big box now that I need to get here in the short term. All of the raw resources, a few of the crafting materials, all of our ingots, it's all there. But the forge, the saw, and most of the food items have all made it back with me on this trip. And so the bulk of what we really need in the immediacy is here. It's here with me. I'm slow. The bike's heavy. It's going to take me a lot longer. I didn't pick up that much on the way home, but apparently, I know what's going on. At night, I have a less of a penalty for being encumbered, backpack slot-wise. And now, with the 13, I'm in a little bit of trouble, but I can't drop things for long. I can get partway in and maybe make a quick dash. Drop that few items, make a quick dash, and then come back and pick them up before they disappear. So it's mid-morning, and I finally got the bike emptied, my inventory emptied. That load is complete. That trip is done. We're going to do a little clearing just to get this guy out of the way, but next phase, right? I've got to secure this location. I mean, it was the whole point of coming here was having more space, but also having something secure where we can get a better rest bonus. And where we've got a fence most of the way around, there's patches to fill, but then there's traps to place around to keep most of the enemies out. So we're going to start with the project of making traps. So we need to chop down quite a bit of wood, and then we need to not do it in hand. Oh, I've got to fix you. We're good. Yeah. This will, of course, produce honey for me. We want to get the perimeter first so that you have a clear line of sight and see what's going on around the base, but also have that nearby honey available to us, and the wood we need. But we don't want to do it in hand. I want to use that table saw to get more wood out of it, to get the wood scraps back as well that we use for repairs. And I'm already a little heavy. Nice, 2 nests. Each one had an egg. Axes at level 10, meaning I've just now gotten to day 1 quality on how I handle an axe. That's crazy. Athletics 20 at the same time here, so at least that one's that little bit beyond. And with this one, I'll have at least some wood that's already done, so as we go to make more, we already have a good amount. So we'll pull that out of there, and then we'll get over here and start making traps. Ooh, shoot, I just forgot. We're gonna need plant fibers as well. Yeah, we're already out of plant fibers, and just getting the first ones going. Now, to make a sickle, to get the plant fibers quickly, what do I need? 7 wrought iron ingots, and then wooden glue. I have 7 wrought iron ingots, but I'm not sure if I have them here, as the ingots are kind of one of the main things that's still behind. Let's see, crafting materials. I have 3 here, so no, I cannot make a sickle right now. I was thinking I might want to make that other trip, but I'm gonna wait till tonight on that. In the short term, to get the spikes made. I don't need all the spikes made at once, though. I really don't. It's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna wait till tonight to make another trip, even though it's hard to move at night. It's easier to work during the day. It's just bottom line. So I'm gonna continue to chop down some trees, gather that wood we need, and wow, this one's huge. Plant fibers can wait. I mean, I can gather them slowly, as is with a knife, but with that sickle, you can gather them so much faster. So much faster. And I do have cornfields around with dead corn, and corn adds up a lot faster on the plant fibers, but reality is I could just be a little patient and have absolutely no problem acquiring the plant fibers and save a lot of time overall. I've sufficiently cleared the perimeter. I mean, you got a small tree there. There's another one or two that are a bit off the exterior, but I've got a lot of wood. So we're set for a while. And let's clean up there a little bit. There you go. Some shingles. Plenty of animals still out there, but of course I just chopped down a lot of trees. There might not be as many here down the road, and especially once we start throwing in the spikes. But throwing the spikes, there's also going to be a lot of food just setting itself right up for you that you don't have to go get. And then any zombies nearby will be attracted to that, and they too will go right into the spikes. Alright, that's a lot. Many thousands. Many thousands. And we're gonna get that out of there. I do not have what we need right now though, so we're gonna just throw this into a box. We are all clear for now, with the base really starting to come along and be nearly ready. What I need to do though, while I still have a little bit of daylight, is I need to explore nearby. Is that I have one more trip to make, and that one trip will impact the trap making, right? So I can make a sickle. But I need to find a location for a Horde base here. And this time around we can do something a little more sophisticated than what we did last time, but really the upgrades that we had just made were kind of the direction that we needed to be heading anyway. We're gonna need something sturdy, so you know, higher level concrete kind of structure. Not just a simple tower. You want something that it's gonna take the zombies a whole lot of beating up on it to actually really cause it much harm. Like this JD shipping's not bad. This JD shipping could be a possibility. It's a little bit high on where you would want it to be. The passing gas does not have a flat roof, and there's way too much going on, and it's too high of a level of a POI. Johnson's warehouse is not flat. We'll do a little bit of just kind of street looting, mailboxes and whatnot along the way. Grab vehicle adventures. Yeah, sounds good to me. Ooh, hello, bunnies. Family of bunnies. Okay, little Shamway foods. I don't want it to be too far away, so right now this JD shipping is the leading candidate. The drive-through right there, the roof's not very high. Higher roof is good, because when the zombies fall, they go into rage mode, and if they fall far enough, they get out of rage mode, don't end up beating up on stuff. And they'll just loop back around and come back on the path. So having a little more space, having a little more height is good. It just means I have to do more building Buccaneer, nice. Pirate ship. Have them come up, have a fighting position, be the pirate ship. Tempting. But does not look like a great position. Haven Hotel, way too big, way too complicated, way too long to clear. Both of these are ones we have not read. Urban Combat Volume 4. Jumping. Learn how to jump and land quietly as an Urban Combat basic. Learn it and stay alive. When sneaking, you always land silently unless you are taking damage, and jump height is not reduced. Okay, that's a good one. Oh, City Fire Station 7. That would be more of a home base and Horde Night type location. Which I've definitely done that sort of thing where you combine the two, which is very risky. Very risky. Fight where you sleep is a dangerous prospect. Attention. Blow that one shot. Like a little daycare over there. That's not gonna cut it. Well, where's the house, even though it's got the flat roof? I think that was the place I was looking at. That was the first one where I was like, oh yeah, we could do something there. Proximity being part of it, but right now I am definitely leaning towards... Oh gosh. Gotta learn our space here. Like this place or something like that. And I'm already starting to get, a good distance away. So we need to kind of peel back and come back around. There's our Trader Wrecked, which obviously is going to be a great place to loot. Okay, way too big of a complex. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. What about that guy? This one's definitely up for consideration, but it's in pretty sad shape. And no, it's a bunch of columns, which means there's a certain amount of weakness involved that you take out enough columns and the thing collapses, right? So having just the columns, I mean, there's a partial wall there, but having mostly just columns is going to weaken the stability. Makes collapse more of a possibility. Must be road out of town. Is this road out of town? Let's just see. I don't need to take it out of town. I just am curious. Becomes a dirt road, so I'm guessing it dead ends right here around the back. Yep. There's that desert. There is that desert. So close. Oh, hi. Hello. Hello, how you doing? That's a fun one. It's gonna have like rads in it. And have a decent little loot, even though it's a small place, but it's a tough, small place. There's our house, right on up ahead. So I think JD Shipping probably takes the cake. It's got the height you need. It's crumbling, yes, but it's not simply falling down. I think we can start to clear it. You don't have to worry about the backside so much. You do what we did, right? You give them some sort of ladder, put that but that's kind of collapsing there. Find some sort of flat, stable place up at that upper level. You definitely get that fall distance you need. Get them up a ladder and tightrope them to you. So at night we want to make a trip again. So at night we're going to make another trip. But for the day, do I have bottles? I have one bottle. Where are you? Backlot zombies that have woken and decided that they want to play quite a bit. Tends to be a bad sign if you're finding that many of them just outside. This place could have a lot of zombies. I have no idea what level this is. That was the guy that was outside chasing that one. Yeah, there's another one coming in the front door right there. Miss. Right through. Just thinking about loot being an issue, and then remembered as I pick up 4 potatoes. Nice. First, we're gonna have to start our farming project all over again. I'm gonna have to start iron mining very soon because one, we've got all those new boxes and they all need to get upgraded, and you need the wrought iron to make that happen. So that's gonna be kind of the first project, and now that we've moved way out here, we're going to want to do all of our mining, close to where we're at. So we're going to have to check the perimeter nearby the house and find those things. Go ahead and do the truck. Okay, battery's a little heavy. Home cooking weekly, another vehicle adventures. Starting to get heavy, starting to get overloaded. Also coming up on that night, so we have, well, this room. Alright, we got some attention from outside, and I can definitely see kind of late rays. So it's time. I'm gonna go hop on the bike, head back to base first, because I don't want to take all this stuff with me to the old base and then have to deal with it at some other time. So we're gonna go unload and then head back to the old base for what I presume will be the final trip, at least until I have a motorcycle and have a faster ride / bigger capacity on the bike. So it's still nighttime, but we've come up with a bit of a predicament. I'm heavy, sure, but the bike, a lot heavier than I thought it was. We're gonna take a stack of bones and put it in the gray SUV. And maybe one more something like cloth. Cloth is so easy to acquire. There you go. That's going to drop it down to 243. And we're going to put that in there as well. I think that's going to get me going a lot faster. Definitely faster than it was. Still a little bit slowed, but I think we're going to be able to more or less handle the biggest hill is kind of right here at the start, but like I'm not going anywhere. Going laterally. I need momentum. Once you get up and over it, it's not going to be so bad, but it's nighttime, so zombies are going to be going faster. So we're going to peel back to the right for a bit. I've got that momentum now. I think there's a hint of light out there, so it's going to be morning before too long. But that means I could face being an encumbered penalty as well, which could make this whole situation worse. Okay, I know I've definitely peeled to the right, and I think I've already kind of made up the ground that I lost, and I'm probably now coming too far to the right, so let's make sure we come back to the left a little bit. Okay, we still have mushrooms. It's not morning. I'm not stopping, though. Like, momentum was really hard to acquire. I'm afraid to even take a second and check my map. Now it's morning. There's the trail. A trail. The trail. Oof, that's steep. That's steep. Come up gradually, gradually, gradually. There we go. Onto it. Instead, I think I probably came back too far to the right anyway, so this is most likely the direction I need to go. Aye. Well, there goes the momentum. Let's see where we're at. Yes. Okay. At least I read the situation well. I want to be a little more careful than normal. We'll take the longer route by traveling through town. I had to leave a couple things behind. I'm probably going to forget that they're there. It's just bones and cloth. It's something I've acquired lots and lots of both. They're replaceable, hence the reason why I dropped those in there. This will complete my move into the small city for now. There's plenty more there. There's a lot more to get. There's a lot more weight. There's steel in particular at this point that I'm looking at going, wait, I want you. I want you here as well. There's already craftable things that use steel, and I have none here at this pace. So that's going to be something important, noteworthy at some point. Maybe I have to make another trip, but I do think that waiting for the motorcycle at this stage is going to be the best way to go, because you see just how little we can carry and how much it hurts to carry the extra on this little mini bike. It just does not have the torque. By my count, it is now the morning of day 54, with Horde night coming on night 56. So we are just a couple days away. So priority today is to finish clearing out the chosen building, and then beginning preparations for Horde night, because that is going to take time. That is definitely going to take time, and I'm not great on materials. Place is not clear. It's going to be a much bigger construction project than the other Horde night base was, for sure. Alright, so we're back. We're heading in to resume the project. I'm less concerned about looting at the moment and more concerned about clearing the zombies out of here. So if there's nobody down here, I can loot that later. Finding it rather amazing at the moment that this place is clear so far. There's no zombies here, just easy resources to gather. Okay, so this is already up to the proposed fighting position. The place is freaking clear, which is amazing. I can't believe that it's clear. Have to fix this position up. That seems pretty doable, though. Now, would I want to put it here instead, as you have your boxed-in scenario that you want, right? Protection from the outside, but you want to be able to shoot. Which means you want to run blocks back to, you know, about here so you can shoot down this side. You want to be able to, yeah, you've got to have visibility. Got to have visibility. Behind us, yeah, that's another matter. You come out a door. But if you're closed in, if you're boxed in here without windows, looks like I can go back and loot this place at least, and then begin construction. But well, I don't have stuff with me, so yeah, we'll do some looting. Okay, take out that bottom rung of the ladder. Now I'm the only one who can get up that way, so we can give them that prescribed path in. Most of this place isn't even lootable. Oh, we just pulled a cigar. If we had better helmet equipment, that would be nice, but we only have one spot. Look intimidating, get a better deal from trade. Also boost strength, so we don't need a trader boost, so I guess that doesn't matter. Automatic weapons handbook volume 3. Learn how to maintain your automatic weapons and keep them from falling apart on you. Automatic weapons have 20% less degradation. Okay, that's good. We are going to start getting into machine guns fairly soon. Out of this place, it's not completely barren. I mean, of course, our real purpose here is the Horde Night base, so the rest is just icing on the cake. Added bonus. Another book, scrapping for fun. Alright, well, that is the loot clear. Now we need to go get the tools, and we can begin construction of a Horde base. I'm probably going to have to gather materials as we go along, as I don't think I have enough at this point. For this project, I'm going to need a lot more mortar than what I have, and really both types of mortar. So, first off, the regular mortar for the cobble. That we'll be constructing at least some of the stuff with. The regular mortar, I have no clay. I have 4 clay total that has made it with me here, and I don't think that's because I didn't bring it. I think that's what I was down to. Like, I have no clay otherwise. So we're gonna dig out some clay. Meanwhile, I've also crafted the sickle that we needed. So we now have a sickle, as what I'm doing right now requires plant fibers as well. So I've already picked up some naturally from the project I have at this moment in time. 2 birds, 1 stone, and getting those plant fibers here. Likewise, so at least we're helping ourselves out in a couple small ways. Realized I was going to need a bit more than the 300, as I need 2 types of mortar. I need the primitive mortar for cobble construction, and I'm going to need the limestone-based standard mortar for the brick construction. And each of them requires 100 clay to craft 25 of it. So we dig on a little bit further. I'm up to 101 regular mortar. I had 26. I've made 75, 3 batches. But I'm going to need to make at least a couple batches of the other, which I only have 8 now, so it is going to take a little bit more. But the brick doesn't last as long. And now the plan with multiple motivations has been up to 249 on plant fibers. I've been trying to gather those as I go along here, because not only do I need them for the mortar, but I need them for all those traps. Just as we're getting back over here, that first batch is done, so batch number 2. And then we'll make that one more batch here in a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to gather plant fibers for 1 minute. And that dead cord gap plus 18. So I think I already had a few that was counted. About plus 15. Ooh, hello, hello, hello. Surprise! It's a crawler. with a blueberry bush stuck to him. Great for single player, bugged on multiplayer though. Those I play multiplayer with have to, every time one of those pop up, have to log out of the game and log back in. It's a game breaker for them, but not for the save or anything. You just gotta log out, log back in. But farming blueberries becomes tricky with that. Bucket full. Last batch on the go. Alright, it's getting pretty late in the day, so today is very much clear the base. Loot the base. And gather resources to begin the project. That sun is setting pretty soon. You know, I could be up on top though, without a problem. So, a ladder is definitely one of the first things. I don't want to put it right here. Do I want to put it out on the street? Have some solid base underneath it? That puts it further back than I was kind of thinking though. Ladder alone without backing is going to be weak. So we're going to have to back it with something here. I've done that cube half shape before. Having something I can shoot through though, like some bars might be better. 121. That's not going to last the night. Okay, from here I can switch to cobble for a bit. Also going to need something on the side to stand on. Simple cube is fine. We don't want to waste brick on that. Joined wood would be nice. We'll have to do cobble. That way I can get up to those higher levels, but I feel like I need to go deal with the hammer situation. I'm out of pitch, and I need one large stone, which I'm not even sure I have a large stone anymore. I think I left that all at the main base, and I definitely don't have a pitch. So we'll go deal with that. Now it looks like we'll be moving to the inside when we return and start working on that fighting position. But I think I'm also out of time here. So this is day 54 heading into day 55. With that Horde night being on 56, so we still have 2 full days to work on it and 1 night to work on it. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll be ready. Completely out of resin, but luckily it adds up very quickly. I mean, I'm getting 22 a hit here, so we'll have plenty of resin soon enough. Get new pitch made. I was about to be out anyway, so repairs on tools was going to soon become an issue. This is what I love about this mod though, right? Just to do one simple thing that in vanilla is so straightforward and so simple. I have to have a specific tool, which, okay, you have to have a specific tool in vanilla, but a simple stone axe will suffice, and then you just have better options. But then, you know, the planning tool, and then you can't just simply build. You have to plan and then build, and then, you know, step by step, all those extra steps. But then, is that enough? Oh no, wait. You've got to have some sort of mortar to do the build, in addition to the base materials that you're building with, and you know, the mortar all has a process on how it's made, and then you've got to have, you know, pitch and just so many extra steps that makes it really unique, and it really takes the game to a totally different level. I'm gonna save a couple charcoal. It's gonna take 10 minutes to finish, but I only need 2 right now, but we're gonna need more than that too, because I got a spear that's about to break and whatnot, so I'll need to get at least about 5 before I head back out. I have 1 large stone from hammering away at a rock here recently, so there's a new stone mallet. I'm still not in position to craft something better. We're 6 levels away. Plus, then you wouldn't have any quality, and we've already seen some of the bronze tools, at least, are pretty worthless. Alright, folks, but that's all the time that I have for this episode. It's definitely now night, so I'll have to venture back over there when I have the resources I need and get to work from rooftop, where it's a bit safer, and fix that position up. A lot to do there. I want to do something similar to what we had with the last one, you know, enclosing that space where you can see out, so we can fight the stoners as they approach us. But yeah, lot to do. A lot to do on this one. We need to get kind of the main frontal fighting position done. Get that little bit of a roof. Get some traps put on top as short-term primary. We need to, of course, finish our ladder up and the tightrope. The rest of that is just more safety, more security, long-term, and not necessarily short-term stuff, but what we can get done in the night will be what we can get done. But I'm also going to have to clear kind of our frontal position that little bit, as it's heavily damaged. So we'll have to kind of peel that back and then replace it with brick. So most of that is going to be turned into brick on that frontal position. So that's the main thing I'll work with tonight. But most of that work's going to happen off camera. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm the Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.